Okay. Okay. Okay, so just so we don't get content ID'd on this freaking YouTube video, I'm just going to pause that. That was Get Another Boyfriend by the Backstreet Boys.
A bop.
Off their follow-up album to Millennium.
Yep. Good job. Blue.
What's up, guys? It's Ben Scarborough, and I'm chilling here in the secret room with very special guest, Kat. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
What kind of day you having?
Pretty awesome.
We can't start episode podcast 01 nothing without talking about these three numbers, 890. What do they know about that Best Buy life? Have you guys ever been into a Best Buy?
I mean, I don't recommend it unless you absolutely have to buy a cable or something.
Long story short, for everybody out there that doesn't know, I was living in the hood, and I think I applied to Best Buy on the internet, like on their website, and they called me in for an interview.
Surprisingly. No, I'm just kidding.
It was like a seasonal thing. I think it was seasonal.
Yeah.
I think like the winter was happening, like it was cold AF. I remember waking up and it just being cold as shit.
Yeah. 2013, then yeah, because that was like blizzards and stuff happening in Georgia.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was happening.
Yeah.
890 is the Best Buy of the stars. It's the Best Buy in the Lindbergh Shopping Center, right above the Target,
Yep.
and people like Michelle Rodriguez would walk in there, Shaq would walk in there, and it's like, it's Buckhead, Atlanta, so I mean, you know.
They're coming through.
I saw Arya from Game of Thrones, the actress that plays, she came in there and bought an iPhone charger.
Yep. I helped Chili from TLC one time.
I'm sure you've got some pictures of a ton of blue shirts like hanging out with Shaq, right?
Yeah.
30
Myself
of them.
included, yeah. At least a couple.
They had us up there at the Geek Squad desk, and the type of people that you run into at the Geek Squad desk just barging into Best Buy in the middle of Buckhead is like some businessman who's got a laptop, and he's like, I got a fucking meeting in 30 minutes. I need to get into this PowerPoint like right now. And I'm usually slowing that person down like, excuse me, so that's not how Geek Squad works. You have to get an account. It's like a membership, you know, you have to pay.
5 to 7 days, wait.
They got to ship it to Kentucky. Yeah. And that's usually heartbreaking for the average person to find out that they can't get tech support right then at Best Buy.
Yeah, they don't want to have to ship it out because they really need that computer.
No, I saw a lot of interesting things up there at the Best Buy desk. People were bringing in, like, Best Buy is a recycling destination, by the way. So if you have old gear, they're not going to take CRTs, but people bring, like, old tech and drop it off. And people were bringing in, like, floor model Magnavox televisions and stuff, just wheeling them in there.
Vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
Just all sorts of stuff.
God, this is like 2013, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I had some kind of lateral in the company, and I went over to the Samsung department. This is when I left the front desk and went to this, like, everybody, you know, that Samsung department. It's like in the middle of every Best Buy. It's got different
fancy.
carpet.
Yeah, it's a special place. It's a special place.
Best Buy is like a giant flea market, and you're a vendor. You can vend in there, right? And you can just decide how much tax you can take, and it's minute details, but I wasn't even working for Samsung proper. It was like a company who rented that space out in Best Buy and like vended Best Buy stuff. And long story short, they threw me on a plane. I went out to Samsung Mobile HQ in Dallas, and they were training us on the Note 3, which we were immediately about to come back and sell. And the TLDR is like, I was basically poached by a repeat customer who kept coming to get customer support from me. And he was basically like, wow, you should come work for my IT company. And I was like, bet.
And there he went.
There I went. It was gone.
He's gone.
Now, how long did you work at Best Buy?
3 years. 3 long years.
They don't even know about Black Friday.
Who, the general public, or?
They don't know what it's like to work at Black Friday.
Yeah, that my first year there was the year that they were like, hey, we're going to stay open on Thanksgiving. And I'm like, oh, great. And they stayed open for 24 hours, I think, that year. So I like worked overnight till God knows what time. And there was no one coming in. It was pointless.
Now, at which point did you transition from whatever caffeine of choice to Starbucks? When did that obsession begin?
Probably 2007 or 8 or something like that.
Oh, so it goes back.
Yeah, it's over 10 years
Oh,
now.
so when we linked, it was already, you were deep into it.
I was already like settled in to Starbucks.
Okay. And you drive a Ford Mustang.
Yeah.
What's driving a Ford Mustang like?
I mean, that's my baby. I've had it since I was like started driving. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my OG.
Okay.
But, little car.
You got a little subwoofer in the trunk?
No sub in the trunk. I got the speakers upgraded when I was at Geek Squad. So
Okay. Yeah.
they're pumping.
What are you usually driving around to? What do you listen to when you're driving around?
G-Eazy, Daft Punk.
Okay.
Obviously, Backstreet Boys, Britney.
Because you have a commute. You live here in the city, and you work at a tech company, right?
Yeah.
It's a big tech company. We're not going to name any names
I'm
here.
not gonna name names, but I mean it's established.
It's a sizable tech company. You guys are like competitive. Mm-hmm. I actually think I use the product that you guys make.
Probably do.
I happen to know just from being in the tech space that people come and give presentations about women in tech and how there's not as many of you as men in tech companies. What's up with that?
I mean, it's becoming more, known now that that's an issue. But my job at my company, we're really good about diversity, inclusion. So we make an established effort to make sure there's more women in the tech industry.
Yeah.
So
I have a younger brother who works at a big tech company, or he did. It was a big gaming company, and he was complaining about the bro culture, the ball tapping. Have you heard of this ball tapping in tech?
I have not heard of this.
Two men walking down a hallway, and you kind of like you try to really quickly. It didn't
Sounds painful.
It didn't fly very well apparently, and he was telling me a lot of female employees were having their voices squandered or squashed, like they didn't have the kind of voice that the men in the company did, and it got out that there was like a sexist culture, and a lot of people like left the company in droves. But you don't see that kind of stuff. Like your company's progressive.
We're very progressive. I mean, we don't have that issue, but I know that's a big issue at a lot of other tech companies, and especially if you work in like Silicon Valley, for example, there's always issues like that. But I think that we're getting to a place where it's becoming, hey, this is the problem. We got to figure out like why this is that way.
Yeah.
So it's getting better. It's going to take time. It's definitely there's still a long way to go, but it's getting better.
So do you feel like you're gonna stay working in tech? Like, do you even like tech?
Yeah, I mean, I love technology. It's don't you kind of have to just to like survive nowadays? I mean, it's interesting. I think
Actually,
it's just
let's run that back. I met a guy today that said, "Man, when something happens to my computer, I go get my guy."
Yeah, I mean, but then
you can choose to be that guy.
Yeah, you can choose to be that guy, and then you can make money. So
there you
it's
go.
better to be ahead
That's
of the curve.
it.
Yeah.
You heard it first right here.
Money.
In the secret room. It's about the ducats, man, for real.
Ducats.
Speaking of ducats, did you see how much money that the new Avengers movie is raking in? Are you caught up in that? Are you going to go see Endgame?
Definitely going to go see it.
Okay.
Crazy about Marvel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I bet you haven't got your ticket yet.
I haven't. But that's because did you have to get up at like
Air horn.
3 in the morning to like get it or something?
Oh, yeah. You did.
Yeah. I'm not doing all that.
Did you see?
I'll go see it when it's a little more calm.
Who's going to die? Is it Cap? Is it Iron Man? What's
Better
happening?
not be Iron Man.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Bro, you know what? He was already in the press like, I ain't doing no more. It's over with.
We're not going to talk about it. I'm not going to think about it.
Are you going to ugly cry at the end of the movie?
Probably.
The early tweets came out, the people who sat at the premiere. I know. Did you read any of those reviews?
Nope, I'm not going to be spoiled.
Straight blind.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got a friend named Adrian. Shout out Graham Cosplay. Cosplays as Indiana Jones, Spider-Man. And when that footage hit Reddit, the video leaks, he was like, I'm going social media dark. I don't think I've seen him online in a week.
Yeah, you have to, though, because like there's always going to be somebody that's posting about something that you don't want to hear about. So you literally just have to shut everything out if you don't want to be at risk of seeing something.
Can you imagine 22 years of fandom just getting spoiled?
That would be terrible. So no. Please no.
I'm so glad that I got a chance to listen to that new Backstreet Boys album before we sat down.
That's pretty lit.
So I didn't even know that the Backstreet Boys were putting out music anymore. Straight up. Like, after Black and Blue, I just didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Now, I'm a bad Backstreet Boys fan.
No, it's okay. I think, honestly, I attribute it to 9/11, because when 9/11 happened, I mean, obviously the world changed. And,
sure.
It was like pop music was this happy thing, and boy bands were like this positive, happy thing. And I think people were just kind of like, they're too upset to really get into that kind of music still, because it really seemed like pop music kind of died after that time. So
interesting.
I mean, that's kind of what I attributed it to, was just a change in the environment of the world was just, we're not happy right now. So
but you were telling me that they're like
oh, is that better?
Yeah, it gets
so
that sexy
close.
radio voice.
Hello.
You were telling me that the Backstreet Boys is like thriving now, though.
Thriving. I mean, they got a residency, which it ends this week, but they were doing that for 2
Vegas?
years. Yeah, residency
What?
in Vegas. Yeah,
Did you guys even know this?
it's fastest selling residency, like in Vegas history.
And they're like, so you're saying they're doing a lot more than the other group?
Who? I don't know who you're talking
They
about.
who should not be named.
I don't.
How peeved do you get when people confuse the two?
I mean, I wouldn't say peeved, but some people just don't know.
We
the
just don't talk
difference.
about them.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But I don't like to compare them because there's not a comparison.
They're not the same.
No.
Like, they're just not the same.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys vocal group, mature, stayed together the entire time.
Professional.
Longevity,
There you go.
And then NSYNC or, other groups, it's just like who? NSYNC broke up, so.
And the shirt, I'm really digging the shirt.
Thank you.
It's got who's on the shirt here? Who do we got here?
It's all of the guys, but I don't know where Nick is on the front of this. Oh, I think he's like on the side or something.
Where
but
did you get that shirt?
I got this on the Backstreet Boys website, but you can also get it in Vegas while they're out there, and it's in the Backstreet Boys store, as they call it out there. But
is it a location?
No, well, yeah, it's like right outside the theater where they have their residency, and you can buy like all sorts of Backstreet Boys merch. So I own like everything in the store. So
did you go out there?
yeah, I went out there twice.
You've been to the Backstreet Boys residency shows in Las Vegas twice.
Yes.
Okay. What the hell is one of those shows like?
Well, I mean, I'm addicted.
Is it new and old material?
Most of it's like the classics because, I mean, they're trying to appeal to people that are going to be going for the hits and things like that, which they have many to choose from. So
do they weave in any of the new stuff?
they do. I mean, they put their main single from DNA, which is Don't Go Breaking My Heart, and they have that in the show. So that's the newest song.
What's being in the audience like with the average modern Backstreet Boys fan at one of these things?
I mean, I always sit in the pit, which is like the part that's right up on the
Real
stage.
gang shit.
Yeah, like stand up, like right in the heart of everything. Those people are typically very intense, like myself. So screaming like crazy, filming everything. I mean, a girl fainted last time I was there. Before the show started. No, she did. I mean, I think it was because it was hot, but I mean, we'll say it was Backstreet Boys, but yeah. It gets intense.
It gets hot in there.
Yeah, I mean, every time I see it, I mean, I've seen it 4 times. It's like a different show, even though it's the same songs. I still feel like it's a different vibe every time.
How far does this Backstreet Boys fandom go?
Back to when I was 9. So 22 years. Well, 23 this year. So.
Wow, so you ain't new to it. You true to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
lifelong.
What's some of the earliest Backstreet Boys memories? Mom taking you to the store, get a CD? Like, how's it happening?
Well, like when the concerts came out, I mean, there was like literally the concerts were so popular they had lotteries. So you have to go when you go to buy tickets, you'd have to be put into a lottery to even get a ticket. And there was times where like I didn't go to a concert because I couldn't, we didn't have a chance in the lottery. But so there's things like that where it was so hard to get tickets to shows that you may not even get to go to a show. But I mean, everything from like watching them on TRL, and I still have a cassette tape from 1998 where I recorded an interview when they were on Rick D's. I still have it, and it still plays. I mean, that was what you had to do back then. You didn't have social media, so your only opportunities to like follow your guys was, TV and radio. So I recorded lots of stuff on TV. And
so 22 years, you'd say?
Yeah. Makes me feel old, but yeah.
Here's another question for you. How big of a Backstreet Boys fan are you?
I mean, there's definitely bigger fans than me, I'm sure, that, go to every last event. And, I would probably if I could afford it, but I can't. Or if I had time. But, I mean, I think I'm pretty diehard, If I had the money, I'd be at literally every event. But it's just not feasible. So, but I defend them to my grave, I'm very intense about my passion for them, so.
Backstreet Boys memes. That's your @, right?
Yeah, that's my @.
On Instagram?
Mm-hmm, that's me.
Y'all go ahead and make a new tab while you're listening along and pull up Backstreet Boys memes on Instagram and take a gander.
Just take a look. It can get a little crazy over there.
What's going on this page, Kat?
Well, I started the page in 2017, sort of just on a whim. Like someone had the username and was giving it away, and I was like, give me that @ because I need that in my life. And I just started making memes about everything from, Backstreet Boys specifically to everyday life, combination of the two. And it's grown to almost 10,000 followers. So.
Oh, you almost at 10K.
Almost at 10K.
At 10K you get the
little swipey swipe,
It's over with at that point.
Start promoting stuff, But yeah, it's grown pretty well, and I'm having fun with it. People seem to like it. Oh, that's my page. There it is.
Do the Backstreet Boys follow you?
They do.
No way.
They do. Are you following me? You should be following me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be like promoting me on the show and not following.
There it is.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys follow me.
That blue motherfucking check.
The blue check mark is there. Confirmed.
Okay, so
This
is deeper than rap.
Yeah, dreams really do come true.
You run a meme page. Dude, this one has 40,000 views, Kat.
I know. That one kind of blew up. That's a day when Instagram and Facebook went down. A day when yeah. Tell me why.
Tell me why Instagram went down?
Tell me why. Tell me why it was down all day. That was a terrible day. I live on social media and did not have Instagram.
Weren't you telling me that you were on their website or something like that?
Yeah. So I guess it was 2018. I entered a contest. It was about how have you been promoting Backstreet Boys, single. So I was doing things like I wore a Backstreet Boys shirt every day to work.
Yeah.
I was promoting it like as much as possible, like at the drive-through places. I'd be like, Backstreet Boys singles coming out. I mean, it's pretty ridiculously over the top, but hey. And then there was a contest, so I entered it. I was on their website, and so now I have like a featured piece on their website, and you can Google my name, and there I am. It's pretty cool, I guess.
I'm sure you've gotten the chance to meet some very interesting people through your meme page.
Yes. People will recognize me when I go out to events for Backstreet Boys.
That way.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Are you the one that runs
The
Backstreet
long
Boys
way.
memes?" I'm like, "Yes," but like it's weird because I'm in Vegas or something and not even in my home state, and there's somebody that's recognizing me, so that's kind of weird. But I guess that's what happens when I put my face on my page a lot. So I do go live and talk and stuff, so maybe that's why. But
are you like a chill Backstreet Boys fan, or do you like spaz when you see them in person?
I don't know. It's hard to say because like when I see them on stage, I'm just like excited, for the show. But I look at them like regular people, which is weird because when I was younger, I didn't think that. I was like, oh my God, they're just, like these unattainable people. But they're so like chill and relaxed when you talk to them that you kind of can't really look at them like that after you talk to them. So now that I've met them and talked to them, I don't really feel like intimidated by them.
Did you ever have the like Hey Arnold shrine in the closet made of gum that they collected? Did you like what? Tell me.
I mean, I have a shrine on my desk right now. Like I have the figurines from when they actually did a comic book with Stan Lee. So
oh really?
Backstreet Boys and Marvel together, yeah. It's around when Black and Blue was out, and so I have the figurines from that on my desk. Yeah, check it out. It's actually really cool, and all sorts of stuff on my desk. That's Backstreet Boys. And
what's some of the oldest Backstreet Boys merch that you have?
I have a wallet I think it's from like 1990, maybe 1995 or so.
Faded.
Yeah, it's legit though. I love that wallet. And then I don't know. I have like these glasses that I don't even know when they were made. I've never seen them before, and they say like Backstreet Boys. I just have random weird merch that I rarely ever see it, if ever. I don't know if it's custom or if it's just overseas stuff that you can't find anymore, but I have so much stuff.
How much Jeff Goldblum merch do you have?
Not as much as Backstreet Boys, but I do have like Funko Pops. I have like a candle that someone gave me for Secret Santa. It's like the Mother Mary, but instead of Mother Mary, it's Jeff Goldblum's face.
Okay.
I have like framed pictures of him, things like that.
Jeff Goldblum every day.
Yeah, I have a shirt. I have like a bunch of shirts with him on it, so things like that, but not nearly as much Jeff Goldblum as there is Backstreet Boys.
It's easy to be a Jeff Goldblum fan these days.
Yeah.
He didn't really always have it so easy.
No, I mean I was always there for him. I always thought he was cool and interesting.
Through the Fly.
Yeah, I just thought he was
through that awkward romantic comedy he did that we don't even know.
There's a few of those. He did a movie with Cyndi Lauper, and that's a weird movie.
I don't even know about it.
Yeah.
All I know about is
that
I
get the remix.
Trap remix.
Yeah, the remix is where it's at. But I mean, he's really popular now, and I'm happy for him. He's also thriving. He's got Marvel movies he's doing. So.
Oh, that's right. He is in those movies. Mm-hmm. But he was also in Independence Day 2.
Yeah.
And whoever the hell is responsible for that movie can at me. Because that movie fucking ripped time and space wide open. It was so bad.
I wouldn't go that far, but.
See, you and me, we saw two different movies, it sounds like.
I mean, I was looking at Jeff Goldblum, so.
I was at Phipps Plaza in the recliner in like 60-degree air conditioning, chilling, watching this garbage-ass movie.
I'm gonna tell Jeff you said that if I ever meet him.
Jeff, fuck, dog. Because you're in that movie. Aren't you like the lead in that movie? God damn it. Nah, it's cool. It's not cool. They made that movie about his dad. Okay, anyway. Clearly, you're into the 90s aesthetic.
Yes.
More than the mid 2000s? When graphic design looked all technology.
I don't know. I think I'm more into 90s.
Are you more like grunge and Nickelodeon slime all over shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like a little bit of everything. Like Ace of Base, you know?
What about the Yak Back? You remember that shit?
I didn't have one of those, but yeah, I remember those. I didn't have a lot of those like Nickelodeon toys. They were like too expensive. I had lots of McDonald's Happy Meal toys, but I didn't have any of the fancy Nickelodeon toys like GAC and all that kind of stuff.
What was that computer back like in the day?
Oh, my computer? I mean, we had to rock the Windows XP. Like, if you didn't have that, then who are you? You know? But
We on AIM? Let's talk about drop some screen names. Let's hear them.
the sad thing is, I still use one of my main Instant Messenger screen names for like logins to my bank account and stuff like that.
How
So I'm
fast
not
can
gonna
you-
say what they are, but
Okay.
like, because obviously I'm not trying to have people log into my account. But like,
How about this? How fast can you type it? Is that a factor? Like, is that why you've been rocking with it?
it is a pretty like easy one to type, but it also still means something to me. It's a band name. So
How fast do you type?
last time I did a typing test, it was like over 100 words a minute or something.
Yeah.
But it'd probably be faster if I didn't have long nails,
Okay.
which is my own choice.
Does that affect the way you play video games as well?
Yeah, everything. Play piano, video games, type on my phone. Like, it's a struggle, but we live through it.
I had to build my own computer at some point. There was like a family computer when we were all like 10 or some shit like that, and I could eventually retreat back into my room and have internet access. But, you know, that was pretty much it for me. That shared family computer experience for a while.
Yeah.
You were on that AOL Instant Messenger, on that MySpace,
On the MySpace.
MSN Messenger,
MSN, Yahoo.
Yahoo Messenger. There was like an app that you were able to log into all of them at once. I think it was called Trillion.
Yeah.
Were you ever into that?
I never used that, but I definitely heard of it, but not into that. I was more like, just let me log in individually.
You know what I wish would make a larger comeback is the away message concept
Yeah,
from AIM. You know?
totally. I mean, who doesn't want to basically like subtly tell somebody something in a message that, you know.
Can you imagine texting someone now and have BAM! Immediately the text comes back like, sorry, I'm at the mall. Hit the cell. I love Brian.
Which Brian? Brian from the Backstreet Boys?
Yeah. I love Brian. But you know what I mean.
No, yeah. I mean, I used to
The closest thing to that is like the out of office email message, but it's just not the same.
Yeah. I mean, I used to use the away message for, you know, trying to get some guy's attention more than likely, you know, make him feel bad. Like, man, I really miss him right now. Hopefully he's looking at this.
Did you ever put his name in your
Oh, no.
about me, like I love blank or whatever?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had a boyfriend and you're like young, you know, you gotta
Text the cell.
sorry, I'm with the girls, you know, me and
At the movies.
so and so are, you know, busy right now.
What about Doom? You ever played Doom?
I did play Doom. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
You ever get into Super Mario or anything like that?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Classic.
Sega Genesis.
Oh, a little Sega action?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even
Game Gear.
We didn't even talk about that. Hold on. I feel like some of the last Sega boys in the city. You know what I'm saying? There
Yeah.
are 12 Sega Genesis in this building.
It's pretty intense. I did see the Sega CD and I almost cried because that shouldn't exist.
That's the crown jewel of the whole collection.
I mean, in a way, I guess you could say that.
Then we got the Saturn, we got the Dreamcast.
Yeah. The Holy Trinity.
They're putting out the Micro Genesis at the end of the year. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to wait that one out.
Yeah.
Just like weird.
Smarter Child. Talk about Smarter Child.
Oh God, talk to Smarter Child for like 10 minutes at a time. Always try to get it to say some fucked up shit.
Smarter Child was kind of a douche, though.
Swear at it to try and get
Yeah.
it. No.
Yeah, there was a lot. There's a ton of those at that time, like different ones. But Smarter Child was like always the main one. It's like if you didn't have if you didn't have any friends, you always had Smarter Child.
So that kind of makes me want to look up who ran Smarter Child? Was it a third party or was it like
some
AOL?
dude, some guy's just like in his garage and he's like, I'm lonely right now.
We should do the video on him. Like, go find the guy that ran Smarter Child.
Yeah.
He's probably got all of our data.
It's like I shouldn't have given my password to that guy.
You know,
Why did Smarter Child ask for my social security number? Like, what was that about?
news at 11. So what about peer-to-peer?
Like LimeWire?
Yeah. Like, how far do your peer-to-peer days go back? Because I definitely was there for Napster.
I mean, yeah, I had Napster, but LimeWire was like Bay, that was
Morpheus, Kazaa,
Oh god,
BearShare,
yeah, all that.
IceCast, IceShare.
Wasn't there was like another one that was like FrostWire? It was like the
FrostWire.
knockoff LimeWire.
Dude,
Yeah.
BearShare was cancer. That's
Yeah.
how you got AIDS on your computer. No joke.
I mean, I got a lot of bad things from LimeWire. I'll say that.
I
like,
used something called SoulSeek, which had more indie albums on
Yeah.
there. And
Heard of
then I think, music blogs. That was like, I was getting straight drop zips.
I mean, MP3.com was like a thing that existed.
Dude, YouTube to mp3.com.
I use that all the time.
Oh, we burning CDs.
Yeah,
in
I
this
burn major
bitch.
CDs. And especially when you can't get stuff like Aaliyah, you can't get that on streaming services.
Yeah, true. Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because Blackground Records, they won't release it.
Oh, golly.
There's so JoJo, right?
The group,
No, just the singer.
the singer.
Yeah.
So, no,
You know the
I
girl.
don't.
She was like 13. Okay.
Maybe?
Yes, you do. Sings the song "Get Out." Get out.
Yes.
Right now. Okay.
That's not Another Dumb Blonde by
That's
Hoku?
Hoku. No.
No, okay.
Different singer. But yeah, so JoJo was on Blackground, and because she couldn't have her music on streaming, she re-recorded her entire first 2 albums so that she could have them on streaming services. She recorded them through another, like on her own album, on her own label or something like
That's
that.
wild.
Yeah, but she was on the same label as Aaliyah was, and that's why her music couldn't be on streaming services because they refused to put it out there.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so that's how I have to listen to Aaliyah is like, put that on a CD, but YouTube and MP3.
Have you ever burnt a CD just to rip the CD back just to get the file, just to get the MP3 of it?
That's a lot of work. I probably have, but not recently.
It's like every time you do that, you decrease the audio quality. I knew some people who were doing that shit, man.
That sounds pointless, honestly.
I
but
was like, I don't know. I definitely was. I got the video iPod. I think it was the 4th generation that did video. That was like my first iPod. It wasn't. I didn't go for the Zune.
I was gonna say I had a Zune.
You had the Zune. Oh, so you had FM radio on your shit.
I mean, that's what I got for
Did
Christmas.
you have the chocolate brown Zune?
No, it was like
The clear see-through.
It was like a
see-through?
greenish color. I don't know. It was like a greenish gray color,
Okay.
but my mom got it for me for Christmas, and so she didn't know like which one to get. But the Zoom was kind of like cheap in the sense that you didn't actually own the music. Like you paid like a monthly subscription, but you never fully like had the music. You're renting it. It'd be like Spotify essentially.
That's right.
But not
It
as
was a
good.
Microsoft, and they shut it down.
Yeah. So
It's
like
called
basically
Zune Music or some shit.
something like that.
Mixer.
I can't remember, but all I know is that you couldn't actually load music on there for like forever. So it basically like every 30 days it would refresh, and if you hadn't, didn't have your subscription up, then you just lost all that music.
So they issued a quality of life update that lets you manually manage your library. Is what you're saying, right?
Something like that.
The users fought back.
Yeah.
Or like they only sold 10 and they were like, "Fuck.
Yeah.
We need to make this like the iPod."
Yeah, I don't know. It was bad, but I wish I had an iPod, but it's fine now.
Where were you when the first iPhone came out? What was going on?
In 2007,
Did you get that or the 3G?
I got 3GS.
3GS, okay.
Actually, no, I think I had 3G. I can't remember, but I didn't have the very first iPhone. I think I was still rocking probably like an LG phone at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I was like, I told my mom, all I want is an iPhone. I'm never going to want any other phone. And it's true. I've never had anything but an iPhone since then.
It's fuck Android for life, you dig?
I mean, superior. See them blue bubbles? You know what's up. You see the green bubbles? It's when you don't text them back.
See, that's where you fucking up texting me in the first place. You know what I'm
If I
saying?
see the green bubbles, I'm judging. I'm sorry, but
It's like that.
get off Metro PCS. Get your
Bruh.
life together.
And they already know what it is, man. Because you seen when we met, I had the guy.
Yeah.
So when you text me, I'm going to be like, nah. But them Google phones do be having good cameras, though.
Yeah, Google's all right. Google puts out good stuff.
Can they just put iMessage on Android already?
No, we don't want to let them have that. That's proprietary.
Is the only reason I use an iPhone for iMessage?
Maybe.
I think it is.
And FaceTime and emojis.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's like way more shit that I use on the iPhone.
Yeah, and portrait mode and yeah, major major features.
I can play Fortnite on my shit.
I tried doing that, and I was like, this. I feel like this is gonna break my phone. Like,
Oh, because it was heating up?
I mean, it just seems like, even though my phone has lots of storage, I just felt like this might be too much for my phone. But
Nah.
maybe I just don't want to get involved because that game is a little more intense that I'm trying to
Yeah.
focus on. But
Big battle royale action. You ever
Yeah.
get into Fortnite or Apex or
no,
PUBG?
not any of the current stuff. I used to,
Are people gaming it at the office? Is like
Oh yeah.
Is there like a break room
We
that has
have-
video games? And
Yeah,
stuff?
we have multiple rooms, but we have like arcades, and then we actually have consoles and things like that. People do, gaming tournaments all the time.
Play
but
Smash, Mario Kart, nothing.
We have all that. Well, yeah, we have all that.
Okay.
We play that. Yeah.
See, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's Tekken, it's Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Well, Super Smash Brothers is a classic.
Yeah, come catch these hands over here at Third Eye. I'm also dabbling in Street Fighter for the first time. I got actually every single Street Fighter here. I just went ahead and got them all, and I've been practicing. So, come play Street Fighter. That's the thing about gaming right now is to play a 2-player game, you guys are not in the same room. You're playing over the internet.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to get as many 2-player games where we can both be in the same room playing because I miss that.
It is. Yeah, there's definitely, it's a different world with gaming now. It's not next to one another, and you got to get that real old school feel.
I need it. I like to shit talk.
Controller with the cord.
Yeah. That intimate cord connection, like how close you are sitting to the console.
Yeah.
Having said that, I do play the shit out of some PS4. I'm on the Division 2 right now. It's lit. Everybody knows that things are happening on Reddit first, and then they kind of trickle over into Tumblr, Twitter. But by the time it's on Facebook, it's old hat.
Yeah. I think most things start on Twitter or Reddit.
Yeah.
And then make their way to Instagram, and then they make their way to Facebook, and that's where they die. But
By the time your parents find out about it on Facebook, it's
yeah, it's probably 3 weeks old. I mean, I see stuff like, what's funny is, there's like meme pages that are on Instagram, but all they are just like tweets that have been turned into, and I can't say anything because I do make some memes like that. But, when that's all your content is just like screenshots of tweets, I don't really think that's
okay.
quite a meme page as much as it is just, especially if you crop out the creator, then you're just really shady. It's like somebody tweeted that's their creativity, like give them credit. So, but
Have you ever deep fried a meme?
oh, explain.
Deep fry, it's like when you screenshot something so much that it gets all
Oh gosh.
people's eyes like going,
Yeah, I know. Like, honestly, I try to get
Triggered.
Sometimes I'll see something that's been, deep fried like that, and I'll just go find the original and like make my own screenshot, because I'm like, I refuse to repost that with like 10 filters applied, and it's all like squiggly. You can't even read it. It just looks like a mess. Yeah.
I'm really trying to see one of those deep fried masterpieces.
No,
Do one
I
for
haven't
me.
seen one
Just
in
make
such a
one.
long time, but that was like a thing that was happening for a while, where it was just like everything was yellow.
She thick. Yeah, ones like those.
Yeah, like those kind of died, thank God. But
Are they dead for real?
I hope
See,
so.
I don't know.
They probably are out there. I just don't follow the pages because I'm not trying to look at that. But
I almost got a Ugandan knuckles tattoo, but apparently that meme died in like a week.
yeah, don't ever let it be a lesson to yourself. Don't ever get a tattoo of a meme, a current meme trend. Or just a meme in general. I don't think that's a good idea.
Nah.
Because they're going to die out, or it could become problematic, and then you're stuck with this problematic thing.
Maybe I could get a tattoo of Mason Ramsey, like right here, and then meet him one day.
Yeah.
And be like, check it out.
Yeah, that's
Yoda
cool.
boy.
I mean, if you want to get like a portrait of somebody that means something to you, sure. But I don't know about memes.
Secret room shit. Favorite cartoons on 3, 2.
Ooh. Favorite cartoons, Family Guy?
No, it's plural. You can have more than one favorite.
Okay, Family Guy. It's my main one. I like American Dad. Doug, Rugrats.
So we're in the
Cat
Seth,
Dog.
Seth MacFarlane camp.
Yeah, definitely.
Cat Dog goes up.
Yeah, Cat Dog,
It's on DVD now. Nickelodeon put it out.
Yeah. Pretty much anything Nickelodeon I was into. Animaniacs was a big one.
Okay.
We can't go over like Tiny Toon Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Gargoyles. Batman. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous.
I'm fucking with all the trap remixes of every one of those theme songs for those shows.
I found a really good trap remix of Kim Possible. It's like my favorite. It's pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie. I would play. No, seriously. When we're like testing speakers at Geek Squad, I would be like, there'd be no one in the store, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna put this on and just turn it up to like the highest decibel. People are like, what is that? I'm like, it's Kim Possible trap remix. Like, obviously.
Trap remix of the OC theme song.
I mean, trap remix of anything is pretty much iconic.
Yeah, I wish more people were into trap.
They just don't bees in the trap like we are. That's all.
It's like there must be two sides. You say you on the west side, but you know there must be two sides because you know we don't see you on the west side. Straight like that. Yeah, I'm doing nothing cool this week. I'm just working this week straight up. I need to go on a vacation.
You should go to Vegas again with me. I mean, again.
Vegas. Now, when does the Backstreet Boys tour happen for the album?
So, well, their Vegas residency ends on Saturday, so. That'll be the end of that after like 2 years, which is kind of sad. But they start their DNA tour in May.
Should we go see the last show?
Look, if you want to pay for my flight and hotel,
okay.
I definitely will go.
Oh my God!
I think the tickets for that show are. I know the pit tickets are like, which are the the really close ones. $400, which are normally like $150.
That's the only way to go.
I mean, truthfully, that's the only way. I mean, I was not even supposed to go to one of the shows when I was out there the last time. I didn't have a ticket or anything. I just walked up to the counter. I was like, pit ticket, please. It was like $200-something. And oops. Thanks, Backstreet Boys. But
are they coming to the Southeast?
Yeah. They'll be here August 21st for DNA tour.
For show?
Yeah. I have a ticket.
Confirmed?
Yep. I will be there.
Are you going to rally the troops?
I mean.
I know that meme page is going to be on fire.
Hopefully it'll be a sold out show. But they still got some time to sell tickets. They announced tickets back in like December. So. You
trying to interview them when they get here?
Nah, I'm good. Oh, you mean here? Interview here?
No, you personally.
Me?
You know what I'm saying? Here, I'll just let you rent out the set. Like, y'all just.
No, I'm good. I don't want to put them all that pressure. They already get interviewed enough.
Oh man, see,
just talk to them. You
just tell them to come to the secret room. It's different. It's not just an interview.
That's true. Whether you can interview them because I've already talked to them.
Guys, if you hear this, come to the secret room.
Backstreet Boys, secret room.
August 21st. Right before they
just come in here like right before. Where would they all sit?
No, see, this is another thing we got going on where I'm looking for a new podcast table. This is my grandfather's kitchen table.
Classy.
They're just on some trivia shit right now. It's working. It's actually not working, but I like it.
I mean, it's getting the job done. It is holding.
We had the Lotus Eaters Club in here the other day, and I had 4 people in here, and I had to like turn it and all that kind of shit. But I don't know. We've also just been doing the secret room for a month, and shout out to everybody who's been listening because we're having a great fucking time making this show, and it's definitely time to get a new desk because I think we're gonna be doing this all year long. So shout out to you, the fans, because without you, I wouldn't do this.
Maybe we can get somebody to donate a table.
Because that's where we're at. I've been on Craigslist. If you type in podcast table in IKEA, you get like a table that costs $1,000. I've seen these prefabricated tables that you can get at Lowe's where they just, and I think that's what we're going to do, but I don't know. I'm pretty much open to anything. It's got to be able to sit at least 4 people comfortably. If you're listening and can build me a table at Third Eye Collective and DM the kid because I'm fucking serious. It's my grandfather's kitchen table. A lot of shit has happened at this table. Divorces. Jody Breeze sat here and smoked a blunt. That's all I'm saying, man. It's time to let this guy move on. But that's cool. I don't think I could have talked about that on any other episode about the table. Thank you for getting that out. We need a table made of wood. Are you on any Netflix shows or no?
I'm waiting for you to come back.
That's a Netflix original.
Yeah, that's the one with Penn Badgley.
I haven't seen it.
He's basically a good-looking guy that kills people.
But it's not Dexter.
It's not Dexter. But yeah, it's YouTube original. Not YouTube original, Netflix original.
Yeah.
And it's really addicting. Like, I watched the entire series in about a day.
Okay.
So,
big binge lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't even ever do that. I'm not like a binge person. I usually like to, I watch a few in a row but that one I just got really addicted to it. So I'm waiting for it to come back. I think it comes back in the fall. It better come back in the fall.
Yeah.
Like, I can't handle waiting any longer. It's really good.
I watched this anime called High Score Girl, and it's like a young adult anime love triangle, but it's about Street Fighter. And that's the angle. They actually got Squaresoft and Capcom to like fork over the rights because they're doing the IP an insane amount of justice by delivering a ridiculous amount of information about Street Fighter in a fucking anime for kids. So I had to watch it. But man, it's a tearjerker, man. I forgot how tough it was to be young and in love. I'm talking about age 13, age 14, passing notes in the hallway at middle school.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know what that was like.
Good times, not.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to go back to that. I'm good.
That's what that show is. Yeah. It was bringing me back.
Yeah. I cringe thinking about some of the notes that I wrote.
That's crazy. My ex gave me all of them back a few years ago.
I mean, well, she still had them, so she's kind of weird for still having them. But like that's just
I got a gift of like at least 100
like
folded up little notes that
like in the Notebook where he like where the mom brings like the huge stack out.
That happened to me.
That's so weird. I would never keep all that.
I went through 3 of them and then I was like, no.
Yeah, no.
And didn't read any of them after that. It was psyching me out.
The fact that she still had them speaks volumes. It's kind of weird.
It was tripping me out because it was like old me and like seeing what I writ in 7th grade. Yeah, it was too much.
It's just how it is.
Big meme shit. Are you coming to Dragon Con this year? Kicking and screaming.
I'd like to.
Full ride.
I mean, let's go.
What are you going to cosplay as?
Oh, man.
Now, keep in mind, this is a 5-day event.
Yeah.
So you can cosplay as multiple things.
Yes, true. I don't know. I have some friends that make costumes, so maybe they could think of some things for me. I haven't really thought about it.
I'm still like tripping on the fact that you went to see the Backstreet Boys twice already at their residency.
Yeah.
Like that's real fan shit going on.
Yeah.
You're just out here pulling the trigger, man. You are just pushing the button on stuff. You were just go-getter.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even planning on going the first time because I was like, I'm gonna have to go alone, and
Yeah.
it's just crazy. At the time, I was like, I can't do that, you know. And
But F it.
but someone had a ticket, and I was like, all right. So I went with a group of girls that first time, and then this last time, I literally decided 2 weeks before that I was gonna go. So
Dude, just out here pulling the trigger.
yeah, there was like some severe FOMO happening with just like, if I miss this, I'm gonna regret it. So
You don't want to see those tweets about it.
no,
You want to be there.
I don't want to see pictures. I'm already having a hard enough time. Like this weekend's going to be like the last show, so I'm already having a hard time seeing all the posts. So I didn't want to have the same thing happen.
They're
but
live right now, I think, as
yeah,
we're doing
they're
this
like
show,
literally,
right?
they're like, I'm getting like notifications. I'm like, I don't want to see. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for people that are out there, but man, I wish I could go. You know, just
Yeah.
one more time. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I don't regret going this last time because I got to go to like a solo event for one of the guys, and then I got to go to 2 of the shows, and I ran into a lot of people that, you know, are my friends from social media. So that was cool. I mean, I had a really good time. It cost me more money than I wanted to spend, but
For sure.
looking back, it's like, who cares about the money when we got the experience?
Look
So,
at you.
you know,
Out
that's
here.
what it's about.
Killing it.
Thriving, living my best life.
Did you hit that quarter life crisis?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm getting there, or have been there for a little while, just wanting to make
Is
changes.
that what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm at a point where I'm just, you know, I'm seriously, I'm like, okay, I want to color my hair, I want to get piercings, I want
Yeah.
to get tattoos, like,
yeah.
I want to do all this crazy
I'm
stuff.
saying
I
yes.
say crazy, but like, it's not that crazy. But
Crazy.
for me, it would be a little bit crazy because I'm pretty like boring, you know, looking like I don't really do anything crazy with my appearance.
Come on.
But you know, but I'm like, let me put some color in my hair. Let me go get some piercings somewhere that like I wouldn't normally get, or tattoos. But you know, that's just part of it, of the, you know, quarter life crisis, I guess. But and then doing things like this where I'm just like, I'm just gonna go to Vegas by myself.
Show up
You know.
and glow up.
You know, do what you got to do.
Nah, I'm fucking with the whole movement.
Yeah,
And I'm following Backstreet Boys memes
yeah.
from all my accounts.
I mean, only real ones know about the Backstreet Boys memes page. You know, so Backstreet Boys follow it.
I'm here for it.
Obviously, it's pretty lit.
It's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, BFD.
Dude, I don't know, man. What do you say we get out of here?
Okay.
Yeah? Go get
Yeah.
a beer or something? Hey, but look, but because we have every
Everybody.
ear from all your fans, you already know what I'm going to say. Let these people know something.
Yeah. Follow me on Backstreet Boys memes. You won't be disappointed. Maybe you will, but you probably enjoy it. On Instagram.
Big factuals. Hey, it's Ben Scarborough and Kat chilling here at Third Eye Collective in the secret room.
Secret.
Follow your girl on IG. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.